why do people come to Zappos?
Well, actually, most of our business is from repeat customers. On any given day, about 75% of our orders are from repeat customers, and I think it's usually the reason people originally come to us is because they're looking for a pair of shoes and they can't find that style or in their size anywhere else. And then afterwards, once they experience the free shipping both ways, they may go through the experience of a lot of people will, for example, order 5 different pairs of shoes, try them on 5 different outfits, and then return the ones that they don't like, and they see how easy that experience is, or they call our customer loyalty team, and I think can really sense that we genuinely care about their experience, and we really do want to be the best at customer service. I think it's that interaction and experience that gets them coming back over and over again. And now that we carry a lot more than shoes, we carry clothing. For example, a lot of customers are just learning about that, and that's causing them to come back to Zappos more and more.
And at one time, because I know when I was on the site, or we were exchanging tweets and things like that, there you said you had like a lower price brand. Are there different brands? What's the deal?
We have a separately branded site called 6pm.com. So if you just go to 6pm.com, and basically what happens is at the end of each season, whatever didn't sell well on Zappos, we move to 6pm, and there it's super discounted. Items are anywhere from 40 to 75% or more off. And it's a different service level, so it's not free shipping both ways the way it is on Zappos, but because we don't have those extra service features, we're able to financially make it work so that you get basically the best discounts you can get anywhere.
Excellent. And so my other question is who's Zappos? So when I go to Zappos.com, it's kind of like, okay, this is just too much for me. I don't think of shoes like this, and I don't shop for shoes this way. So what's your demographics?
Well, we carry well over 1,000 brands, and so we have brands that appeal to 16-year-olds, and we have brands that appeal to 60-year-olds and everything in between. And then for price point, $40 shoes and $2,000 boots and everything in between. So really our demographic is anyone with feet. So.
And you're not seeing from the numbers any kinds of particular trends that you appeal more to certain types of people?
Well, it's pretty similar to the brick and mortar worlds, where in terms of number of pairs, it's probably roughly about 60% women, 40% men. But in terms of actual dollars, it's about 50-50, which is what it's like in the real world.
Everybody seems to ask about questions as it relates to the company internally and the culture and things like that. I'm kind of more interested in the warehouse itself in terms of shoes as data. And so kind of curious as to, how that all came about, the whole design of the warehouse, that everybody in normal situations wants to organize everything by category, by this, put them all here, la, 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 la. The warehouse doesn't seem, at first glance, it seems like it's a chaos. But it works out really well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's an order to it. So describe a little bit about that and how that works.
Well, so in the warehouse, items are essentially stored randomly. Each item has a location, and we keep that in our database because it doesn't actually really matter how it's physically stored, because you're right in terms of looking at our inventory by category or by however else you want to look at the shoes or the styles or the brands. You can do that all in the database, and how it's stored in the warehouse doesn't really matter. So we actually do have a big team of buyers and inventory analysts that look at all the data, if anything, actually we have a lot more data than the typical brick and mortar store, where they might store it in a more what seems more organized to a human in the stock room, but actually, for us, the organization is in the database, not in the actual warehouse itself.
Yeah, very good.